Hello everyone, I am Cosmic and we are back with Paper Mario today. Hi Antonio. We gotta get started on the next chapter, but I think if I recall I need to fill up some of my items again before we head over. Which should be quick. Yeah, I need to get some of these. Let's see. We'll see how far we get today. Let's see. I feel like so far in this game I feel like I should do a ranking for each chapter at the very end. I'm not sure if it's fair to judge now. It's fine. I feel like if I were to rank each chapter, I would rank the story, like, in terms of different facets. The story, the companion that's introduced, and the villain of that chapter. So for example, with the very first chapter, I feel like Koops is like a good companion mechanically for fighting, and is fairly, like, just decent overall, but doesn't interest me too much. I like him though, over some of the others. And Hooktail is probably one of the more memorable of the villains. So keeping that to— hello, boat? Someone gonna let me on the boat? Oh, Key. Listen, mate. Don't ask me about that place. I got no need for the curse from the Pirate King. Seen that ship docked there? She belongs to Flavio, the merchant trader. Ah, yep. But I think that the overall story for Hooktails is kind of like, eh. You know? I like it, it's okay, but it's pretty standard too. Oh, let's see. This guy. I already talked to Luigi, right? Pretty sure I did. This is a skull stone, the lucky charm of my family. I love you, you sparkly thing. It is so fabulous. I wish to give it great big kisses. It never leaves my sight, never. Monetary wealth gives me freedom, yes, and freedom gives me wealth of spirit. And yet, why is it that a man whose life is unchained must always long for yet more? Ah. What is missing from my life? This tears at my very insides. I must know. What do I lack? He's got plenty of emotion. He's got more money, perhaps, you were lacking? Romance. Romance, you say? Ah, I suppose one does need some romance in life. What another sweet, delectable fruit could— Ew. could make so many wonderful pasta sauces. Ah, no, foolish Flavio, not romance. You silly man, what I need is romance! Wait, hold the horses, this is it! Now that I'm thinking of it, I once heard of the treasure of Cortez, the pirate king. Yes, this is the answer. Oh, such happiness for me, a hunt for pirate treasure. Why, that just shrieks of romance and thrills and emotion and even money! You not know the tale? The pirate king's treasure hidden on the Keyhall Key? Ah, well, tales say that the pirate king Cortez hid his hoard of a pirate booty there. True romance is pirate booty. For years, treasure hunters and ruffians have gone there in search of loot. But not a single one of them has ever returned. Oh, the horror makes my back tingle. People here whisper that the ghost of Cortez attacks all who seek his treasure. Yeek! It is because of these very rumors that people no longer go to the Keyhall Key. But that will not stop Flavio. The treasure is there, yes, and I am going to prove it. For I am Flavio, trader extraordinaire, millionaire, sailor of the seven seas. What is it that you are saying? Talk of a legendary treasure here beneath Rogueport? Why would you tell him that? Why talk such craziness? There isn't anything like that in this dull armpit of a town. You cannot be believing each stupid rumor about treasure some street urchin spews out. No, 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 no! Now what madness comes bursting forth from your mouth? You have a treasure map? Well, hand it over, rather. I mean, show it to me. It's a pirate. You have a joke on me. This map leads straight to Keyhall Key. You swine, you mean to steal my treasure out from under me, you awful, awful man. Well, now I am confused. You are looking for things known as the crystal stars? But now that I'm thinking, a star-shaped stone was said to be in Cortez's hoard. Perhaps I could sell it for a staggering amount of cash. Yes, that would be... Stop such thoughts, Flavio. What you need is romance, thrills, and emotion. I cannot ignore what this business before me suggests. This must be fate at work. Flavio shall go with you to the Keyhall Key. Of course, the crystal star is yours, yes, but the rest of the treasure is mine. I didn't think he'd agree so quickly, honestly. You must repeat that. Flavio's ears are plugged. You have no ship? Ha 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 ha! You unfortunate foolish man, do you not know who I am? I will have a ship ready in no time. It will be massive and glorious! Splendid, splendid, splendid! Let us begin preparations immediately, shall we? I will volunteer myself as our intrepid leader, and... yes, and you will be captain! Ah, danger and adventure tickle my nostrils. Come to the harbor right away! Dang. Bloop. I like that for him, romance is adventure, pretty much. Right fair weather today, eh? Hey, perfect day to set sail if I do say so. Wouldn't mind a bit the whole journey blue and fares today, no siree Bob. Okay, I can't jump up. Is there anything on the ship before I go? Obvious X9. And last, my dreams will come true. I'm gonna open up my own Keyhall Key. I don't care if it's small and fraction, will be mine. I just have one slight worry. Keyhole Key is a deserted, cursed island. Do you think I'll get much foot traffic? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We can make it into a tourist attraction because everyone just loves that, right? We all know that if there's any native inhabitants there, they just love if you made a shop and tourism on their their island. Oh boy. Starboard, ho! Port, ho! Giant monster blooper, ho! I'm practicing my hose. Good. I might as well tell you, my brother went to Keyhole Key and never returned. I get woozy just thinking about it, but I've decided to work up my courage and sail there. Oh yes, I'm gonna be filthy rich. I can't wait to leave port. Alrighty. Hi. I always dreamed of the day I'd leave this town. I don't care if there are pirates, ghosts, or undead vampires where we're going. It's gotta be world better than this stinkhole. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. So obviously not gonna be a problem, right? I guess so it is you, well sadly a slight problem seems to have popped up. But feast your eyes on this outrageously fantastic ship. She's a fine vessel, no? She's the SS Flavian, the queen of the countless ships in my personal fleet. The raw majesty of her hull, the pomp and circumstance, none can compare to her. I like that the masts kind of look like, I used to play Wizard 101 when I was a kid, and it looks like the, unicorn horns. Almost, it's like the same texture. Don't you agree? But she's not just a beauty, she's a savage beauty on the water. Tops among sailboats. But above all, I tell you, this proud boat can be... Ah yes, did you speak? Yes, of course. The problem that has sprung up. I had completely forgot about it. The SS Flavian, she bewitches me. What a minx. It's like, well, I'll give you time of the boat. Yes, well, here's the issue. We have no navigator. He ran off, the dog. The navigator, of course, is the highest ranked helmsman. They steer the ships, you know. Now here's the real problem. The waters around Keyhole Key are deathly dangerous. We need an absurdly skilled helmsman for our navigator. It is, how you say, a pickle. Oi, Flavio. Just give him a different voice already. Heard you talking there, sir. You don't mind me saying, I might have a solution. Do not tease me, Papatch. You can solve our problem, then spit it out already. Well, sir, I've heard talk of a a legendary sailor living here in Rogueport. Yeah, I think he's called Admiral Bobbery. Salty old sea dog by all accounts. But he's said to have the helmsman's touch, sir. He can make any ship bow to his will. Thing is, there ain't a soul who'd seen him on the seas of late. Bassa boom! Problem solved! Let us scout out this Bobbery fellow and get him on board! As is customary, my captain will handle all negotiations. That would be you, Mario? That does sound fair to everyone here, does it not? No complaints. Aye aye! Sure thing. Then it's decided. You must find this Bobbery and bring him here. Our fortune sails with you. Okay. Any rumors? Yes. I've also heard he's dead. That's not good. Okay, they have the same dialogue. The east part of town, okay. In the end by town. There's that lovely wife that's invited to pick him up. Okay. East side, something about the inn. Maybe I can ask the innkeeper too about that. Oh yeah, this guy was talking about Miss Meows. What happens if I... Oh, the beauty of the glit. Okay, he just does it. Yeah, I know. You know that house that just past the wall in the eastern part of town? That's his. But I think both you and he would be better off if you just let it be. I have no choice. I know. I didn't mean to hit that. You want to ask the professor. I think we... Gumball said to talk to the professor. I'm not sure if we need to do that. Is it this house? Can I, Oh, shoot. No, that's not what I was trying to like curl up to see if I can clip through. Ah, go through. Right here? Nah. Is there a way I can clip through? And I'm just having a skill issue? Just do this for the whole stream. Can I break the key? Okay. Well, it's not letting me do that. So I'll just... How do I get over? Yeah, with the... Well, I could probably get in through the chimney, right? Hello, good sir. What do you blokes want? Admiral Bombery? Or Bobbery? I have the faintest idea what you're talking about. Now, if you please... Please don't insult us. We already know that you're the Admiral, so just admit it. You're wearing an Admiral hat. Harumph, what poppycock. Tell me, what would you want with me if I was this chap? You say your ship needs a navigator? And you want me to do the job? So sorry, but you'll have to look elsewhere. I shall never set sail upon the sea. Nevermore! But maybe you don't need... you don't understand how important this is. We need you. Without you, we'll never get to the Keyhole Key. Awfully sorry, dear folks, but when I say no, what I mean is no! Now get out of my house! Yeah. What do you think, Mario? Nothing we say seems to be enough to convince this man. But don't you find it odd? Why would a sailor have such a hatred for the sea? Maybe because something happened at sea. We need answers. Maybe we should ask around town about this man's story. This guy in here? You can ask the guy at the end again. No trouble requests. Okay. Okay. Admiral Bombery won't go to sea, that's a setback. I don't know much about the man myself, so I don't know what to tell you, unfortunately. But I'd be willing to bet that Podley knows a thing or two. Yeah, Podley's the guy at the end. So I probably just talked in the wrong order. And you say Bobbery won't go to sea, huh? Well, can't say that surprises me. The real question is, are you folks really sure you want Bobbery back on the water? Well, is that it? Now I see. You want to mount an expedition to Keyhall Key. Rough seas out there. Most sailors would meet their end, not old Bobbery though. I was about to be like, is it stuck? The fact of the matter is, Admiral Bobbery's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually. He'll probably end up crying, but I'll tell it to you if you really want me to. I can take it. In that case, get ready. Bobbery's tale of woe goes something like this. Bobbery was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty named Scarlet. The two of them were madly in love, the sort of love reserved for fairy tales. Now Bobbery was a renowned sailor, so he was away from home for long periods. Scarlet never complained though, and always waited faithfully for Bobbery's return. And Bobbery, his eye never drifted. He only loved Scarlet truly, deeply. So they lived and found happiness where they could, and all was good for a time. But not all good things can last. It was particularly icy winter when it happened. Scarlet fell ill. A virus? A passing cold? No one knew. After all, presumably she was a bomb, so I don't know how she got sick. But it soon turned serious. Bobbery at sea on a long, lonely voyage knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time he returned, Scarlet had succumbed. She was gone. Bobbery, of course, blamed himself. My loving wife perished because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her to health. I could have saved her. He was so overcome with such thoughts they tormented him always, haunting his sleep. He's never gone out to sea since. I can't imagine what that poor man went through. No wonder he won't sail. You all know his tale now, so tell me, do you still want him to return to sea? I mean, this one is true. I assume they both lead to the same. Very well, I understand. If you're that determined, then I'll give you this. Really, not the time for a nice little jingle, is it? Wait, you did give him? On her deathbed, Scarlet wrote Bobbery a final letter. You hold it in your hands. Why didn't you give this to him before? I don't know what's written inside, but I can tell you what she told me as she lay dying. If I should succumb to this plague, and if my love should blame himself for my death, then give this letter to him so that he may hear my voice. It was her last request. But when I saw Bobbery in misery trying to forget the pain as he mourned his wife, I just couldn't bring myself to present this letter to him. I've regretted it ever since. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you should. Please, take this letter and do the deed I was too cowardly to do. Take it to Bobbery. Thank you so much, Podley. We'll deliver the letter, don't you worry. Ready, Mario? I don't know if he gets pissed off, but I think I want to enter through the top again. I don't know if I can just enter through the door or not, but I think it's funnier if I get to the top. What? Oh my Blabberton beard, not you again. No matter how many times you entreat me, my stance is firm. Now away with you! Pardon? A letter, you say? For me? What? Scarlet! This is Scarlet's handwriting. I still have a bit of the accent from Podley. Scarlet, my love. My love, if you're reading this letter, then I'm no longer by your side. Because fate has stepped between us, I have decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, I must have passed away while you were out at sea. I can only assume that you will blame yourself for it, my sweet Bobbery. Although my life was short, you gave me more than a lifetime worth of joy. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember that time, like love is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you were one with me. Do not lose both of your life's loves. So sweet. Time like love is a tide. You are one with the sea as you were one with me. Oh, hi, Sensei! I have a special model for the Paper Mario game. Yeah, I put down below who made it. But it's just for now. I think it's awfully cute though. 1,000 pardons, but may I please have a moment if you please? Yes, love, I was happy, my sweet, sweet Scarlet. I love you still. Now then, you were looking for a navigator, I believe, bound for Keyhawk Key.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. If you think an old bomb like me is what you need, then shove off. Admiral Bobbery, wonderful. Ships in harbor, I must inspect her before we leave. I shall meet you there. Have you ever played the Paper Mario games, Sensei? I played them when I was a kid, so when the remake came out, I knew I wanted to try it out. And then somebody gifted me the remake, and now I am here. Oh. There's a shrine in his house? It's been so long. Yeah, it's been over a decade since I had last played this game, like, in full. It's the same from Pt.9. Oh, Pt.9! She got an egg for me? I think that Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door and the Super Mario Galaxy games are like just the best Mario games. Oh, one sec. I got a shrine to her. And you want me to intrude? Oh, a shine sprite. Okay, no, never mind. Oh, I just misinterpreted. You said shine, not shrine. Hello, Vinny. Whoop. I guess there is another one over here. I didn't need to do that. I knew you would get Bobbery on board, you wonderful mustache man, you. To you I must say, ahoy! I was wise to choose you as captain, ahoy to me as well! My men have already loaded our cargo with supplies, yes, preparations are complete! It's not from... like I said, it's been over a decade. But it's not too different. Like, they don't change most of the massive stuff. It's more like they've streamlined it and are like, from what my sister told me, because she's played through all this and she's trying not to tell me too much, but it's a remake that is like rewarding completionism. So a part of my interest in filling out the recipe book soon is to see if I get sorry, one sec. Is to see if I get a special reward for it, and then it's been streamlined so that in, say, Twilight Town, on a previous stream we were talking about this, but in the original game there was a lot of walking back and forth, and they added a pipe to get back to the castle at the very end faster so that you don't have to trek back and forth as much. So so far it's been pretty nice, and I like that it stays true to the original. Sometimes I wish that when games make remakes, it not necessarily that they change too much of the story, but like a part of me wishes that, okay, we're remaking this game, what was something that wasn't given as much attention? And to have, say, Miss Meows, because her, like, she doesn't seem to get as much story as the others from so far. Like, some of the companions feel a little neglected in their personal stories compared to others. And it's fine for some of them to just be more simple, but at the same time, I wish that if you're remaking it, you would, I don't know, maybe do more there. Overall, it is good though. Favorite Cinar shows? I maybe Shinar show? Oh, like the children's shows that we've been talking about recently, or I'm assuming it's a specific animation group. I have some fond memories of Arthur because my older sister used to watch that. But I don't know as much of that generations of animated shows. Hello, Jojo. The boy hero. It's nice to meet you too. Okay, let's go. I talked for way too long, probably. Very well to sea, raise anchor and set sail for thrills and emotion. And romance and money. Our destination is Dreadkey Hallkey. Who yelled that? Wait up! I brought a witch on board. We're going to burn other people's ships. Mario just becomes a raider. This is X-Not-1 here reporting. Come on, dude. I repeat, X-Not-1 over here. Roger. Reading you 5 by infiltration is successful. X-Not-Black aborted the vessel. Repeat. X-Not-Black is boarding on the vessel. Or is on board the vessel. Excuse me. Yeah, I've mentioned this in a previous stream, Sensei. But there was a couple of things that were keeping me from streaming. On the more amusing end, one of the things that was keeping me is that I've gotten my dad into One Piece. And so like late into the night, I will just be watching One Piece with my dad. And since One Piece has over 1,000 episodes, it is somewhat of a commitment, but it's nice to spend time with him. Over the protests of my crew, the SS Flavia set sail. And this voyage is reckless as they say, I must scoff. Flavia will show them guts. That's Flavia's journals, okay. Yeah, I got my dad watching One Piece. I think his favorite character is becoming Frankie. My dad's a rather goofy person, and I think Frankie's like super and you know, love of robots and whatnot. How did I get my dad's really open to watching stuff, so I've gotten my dad to watch I had him watch My Hero Academia, but then it started to turn bad, and we also I don't think we have the same subscription to the service we were watching it on, so we kind of trailed off there. I got him to watch Hunter x Hunter fully, and he also was interested in that series. And then he was like, man, I really want a series that just like doesn't end, that we can just keep watching, which is really sweet of him to say, but I was like, well, there is one series that is really long that just never ends that we can keep watching. So I think I got him started on it, maybe it's gotta be at least 6 months ago. Sorry for the pauses. Yeah, it's gotta be sometime in September and October I got him to watch it, I think. And we're in Dressrosa. We're in like the 600s. Another day of good wind, white clouds, they dazzle me. It's as if they are a blessing from our voyage. Flavio thanks them most heartedly. Things are going smoothly, perhaps even too smoothly for my comfort. Yeah, it's been a lot. At this speed, we should reach our destination by tomorrow sunrise. Basically, after dinner, we will watch together for hours. Stash brothers, best of friends, 3 times Stash lands on his end. Okay, but the tune is out of sync with the dialogue, so... My dad's favorite character in the first half, before the time skip, was Chopper, pretty much. And now it's starting to become Frankie. Because they don't really give... It's also in part because they don't really give Chopper much to do. He literally, like... starts becoming more mascot-ish. Yes, now we are talking. Flavio told you, did he not? Nothing to fear, no? The island is right before our eyes. Do you not see it? It is a mountain of treasure. Oh ho ho, I feel fabulous. Shall I tell you one of my many tales of raw bravery? Yeah, Chopper. No, you... Okay. Because for me, this is a second way watching. This is the second time watching. Chopper was like really fun in the first half of One Piece. I was like, I kind of see it. I kind of understand why people really loved Chopper early on. It could be. It could be because of that. My dad loves Godzilla. Loves Godzilla stuff, Mothra, whatnot, and so I was like, well, if this thing could turn into like a kaiju, then... But no, he actually liked Chopper before he could turn into a kaiju. It was a true love. Like, at least the full big form, you know? I think he liked seeing Chopper grow a bit more, because Chopper's the youngest on the crew. He really seemed to like the dynamic between Chopper and Zoro as well. That was really cute. I would have to ask him again which ones are his favorites. But sometimes he doesn't always, you know. He's like, oh, well, and he avoids the question, you know. He's great. No, it is no trouble at all. There I was, locked in deadly combat with a sea serpent. Yes, but even then I smiled, for I knew I'd prevail. Brain, he's starting again, a tale of bravery, right? I heard this one yesterday. There's nowhere to escape to, we just have to listen until he's finished. Yeah, if you interrupt him mid-story, he absolutely loses it too. Why in the what? Wait, what's going on over there? The ship's stopping. Boy, Master Flavio. This dude's accent keeps changing, I'm sorry. Awful sorry to interrupt that wicked story. But the ship stopped. How stopped, you say to me, after interrupting a story of passion and fury? Well, if it's your job to keep the ship moving, yes, so I'll take care of it. I see no issue with the ship itself, and I assure you I am not so rusty a sailor that I would miss it. I'll investigate right quick. Wait a tick. I have to slowly convert all my family into watching One Piece, though. My mom, I think, has expressed interest now because she feels left out, but I had offered her to watch with us, so... I'd have to start from the beginning with her. Yeah, I'm working on it. Just a good strong moment, you scallywags. Boy, quit shoving, eh? I'm working over here. I said quit shoving. There we go, I'm back to... Ah! I lay her here. This is the remake on the Switch. What is the ruckus now? Who is here? Will someone tell me what is going on? Ah! Oh, do you mean the One Piece? Or do you mean this? Paper Mario is the remake. I am showing... Yeah. I'm showing my dad the original One Piece. But yeah, it's fine. I'm showing my dad the original One Piece because the remake, the animated remake, isn't out yet. The live action remake is what I started him on though. Because that, you know, condenses the story a bit nicer. And despite people's complaints, I actually kind of prefer Usopp's story within the live action than in the show. But oh, they're upon us, the pirates, ghosts! All the rumors were true. What do? We gotta get out of here. Ah! Do not panic yourselves, this is just a dream. We are all having a wake. But to be clear, I am not showing him any of the filler. I have like a watch guide and I'm going past those arcs. Yeah, now quickly move the boat! Ooh. They're just gonna burn the boat, aren't they? Ghostly looking thing, are you really the savage pirate king? Back up now, everyone. Remain civilized. Relax. Don't panic. Relax, I say. Simply must take it easy. What? No, Bobby! Yeah, Flavio didn't need to say it. I said it. Excuse me. Listen, everyone. If we could form an orderly line without shoving right after... I'm surprised the boat just isn't burning. We must get out of here! Abandon ship, every rich, marvelous merchant for himself! Fortune from disaster, the kindly sea washed us ashore. What strange irony that this island, Kihalki, was our intended destination all along, no? And yet we mourn, we have lost 3 crew members, including Admiral Bobbery. It pains me to think that they were taken by the Pirate King, that ghostly thing. What happens to us now, We may have be lost without hope, stricken in the wilds. I see, nice. We have made a semblance of civilized life here. The ship's frozen washed in and we now have a salty bread and other salty things. We can live for some time on the salty bounty of the sea, but then what, I ask? So, my dad also started getting into it because my cousin one of my sisters have both seen it along with me, and so we talk about it quite a bit. And so it started to, you know, garner interest. What's some of your favorite characters in the show? I know there's a lot of characters, which is why I'm kind of leaving that open. We have built a few huts from the washed-up timbers. Our poor sweet SS Flavian. At least the shanties keep out the wind and rain. We still have no sign of Bobbery and the others, in my heart she doubts. Still, despite my fears, we must continue to hope that they are alive somewhere. 3 days on the Isle now, and the huts are all finished. We have carved a life out here, though we all dream of a return to Rogueport. Oi, Captain Stash! Gee. It ain't much, but we finished a wee hut for you to rest in. Come and have a look. Let's see. Yeah. My sister also reads it instead of watching, which I think is fair. I'm really hoping that the animated... Hello? The animated remake fixes that. Makes you feel like nothing bad could happen today. Wackadoo! Wackahoo! Direct hit. Oh, sick. Behind the rock? Is it something that Fleur is supposed to? Nope, am I thinking wrong? I don't think he can reach in there, it's just gonna, yeah. She can't move while under ground pound? They took out stuff? I didn't know that there were things that were taken out of the manga. I knew that the animators did more, how should I put it, like gross jokes. Okay, good to know. And what I mean by gross jokes is that, like, when you're watching an anime and there's like the perverted gags, almost like there's so many times where, yes, some of them are still in the manga, but the animation team also, like, or the, not necessarily the animation team, but the animation studio, you know, made the pervy gag even worse. Just hitting everything while talking about this. Now, the longer the Toei or the animation studio keeps One Piece, the more money they make off of it. So they, you know, drag it out like crazy. And strangely enough, it's not like drag it out like crazy in terms of a lot of filler. It's drag it out like crazy in terms of just like barely anything will happen in an episode energy. Okay, I'm not sure which rock you're also referring to. Yeah, I have some— oh man, I have issues with Vegapunk. Captain, please help us! Flavio and Papatch are in a fight! And what about you, Squinty? You turned to jelly when you saw those ghosts. What are you talking about? You were the one quaking in his boots, Fancy Pants. Wait one moment. Did you just call the great Flavio Fancy Pants? That's right, Fancy Pants. Fancy Pants, Fancy Pants, Fancy Pants, Fancy Pants. Why, you little Cyclops! Flavio demands satisfaction. You me hammers at dawn. Oh, that's right. It's fine by me. I can't wait to put a few dents in those fancy threads. They're here! Captain Stash, the ghosts are back! Dude, if you are hoping that Toei is going to shorten a series of events from the manga, you are mistaken. Toei will never. I cannot imagine them doing that. Have you seen the One Piece fan letter special episode? It's on Netflix. Mario front and center the ghosts in order to take care of the ghosts. I forgot to swap out Viv. She can't do anything with them. It sucks. Oh, I need her to tattle. It's actually really good, and it's the animation team for it is like a lot better than the usual animation team that they have for the anime. So I do recommend seeing it, even though it's like a technically— did they make it canon? It could be canon and you wouldn't mind, pretty much, but— That's an ember, it's sort of pale like a flame spirit, kind of spooky. Okay? Of course, to see the flame touching will hurt. Didn't Mama teach you that? There's another thing you should know. Something horrible is likely happening if you attack it with fire. Looks like it's susceptible to ice or explosive attacks, so that's something. If you get hit by a flame attack, you'll catch fire, so try to guard well. Timing. Okay. It's so not only is the animation for that really beautiful, comparatively, but the story was also like, it genuinely was like a nice fan letter to fans. Let me see if I can. Because we are talking about this. They can be? That's good. I want to level up. How do I— I'll add this in a moment. Let's finish this fight first, at least. She cannot head boink these. Yeah. I think you could probably swallow them and spit them out, right? Weird thing to say if you do not have context from this. I want you. There we go. Aw, darn. That's going to hurt him. I might as well. I'll worry about FP later. Okay, how do I do? There's a way to do this. I am still a little out of touch. Window capture? Is it a window capture one? Let me figure this out. Okay. I don't think this will get me in trouble. If you guys can see it. I can just put it over for a brief moment. Let me, They can hear it.
鷹の目を直に見た俺が言ってんだ間違いねえ。
科検のビスタだろ。
違うね。最強の剣豪はロロノアゾロだ。ロロノア？そもそももう死んでんじゃねえの？
This short clip from it.
生きてるよ。死んでるよ。生きてるって。ゾロは生きてる。絶対どっかでもっと強くなってると僕は踏んでるね。おいしい。
なんつった？
おにぎり。わかんない。バカにしてる？
なんで刀加えてんだろうな。
おげいつもじゃないよな。おげ。
なんで？
コケ。
なんで？
コケ頭。何あいつ怒ってんの？
素人が白ひげに決まってんだろ。剣豪じゃねえんだよ、なぎなただから。
ミホーク、俺は見とんだ。
鷹の目をね。はいはい。
直に見たんだぞ。
It's just the.
お前ら分かってね。
It's the power scaler fans in a bar going at each other for a part of this episode. It's great.
マリモの名前が出てなぜ黒足が出ねえ。
ないない。化粧品もゼロより低いし、豊富なやつが世界最強だ。
So there's that. This clip doesn't have a lot of the. I'll have to find it. That clip didn't have the start, which showed a lot of really good animation. Let's see. Nah, I think at this point I should probably just let you guys look at it for yourselves. Unless you want me to pull it up. Here's the... Here we go. Okay. So this is the different intro just for this episode? For this special? Here.
富、冷静、力、この世の全てを手に入れた男、海賊王ゴールド・ロジャー。彼の死に際に放った一言は人々を海へ駆り立てた。俺の財宝か？欲しけりゃくれてやる。探せ、この世の全てをそこに置いてきた。
Okay.
男たちは
Now
ラインを目指し夢を追い続ける。世はまさに大海賊時代なのだ。
This has yeah.
そんな時代でも海賊を目指す
Yeah, this doesn't spoil
ワンピー
any.
スを追い求めない人々が大多数なのだ。
It shows an event, but it's not really spoiling it, so. There you go. So you have that, right? And if you see just normal One Piece, let's see. It's like, if you, Sensei, if you watched Wano, you would like notice that during Wano, it would be like the normal Toei animation of reusing certain clips in fighting and whatnot. You know, those like stock images that they keep reusing almost. Stock GIF. And then there'd be like one episode that just went hard. And it's like whatever animation team yeah, whatever animation team was working on that one episode is, I think, it's the same one that works on Fan Letter. Anyways, yes, you're a booming beast, Captain Stash. Too early to celebrate. No, there are surely more of them elsewhere. Someone must investigate the rest of the island. Yes, that is what it must be. As leader of this expedition, I, of course, should stay here. On this, I brook no argument. Okay. I'm already doing that. So. That is my boy. I knew you'd go forth with boldness. We could count on you. I'm gonna be visiting this guy's shop quite a bit, aren't I? Oh, he's got the one time where this is useful. That's kind of hard for me to decide. I don't think it is, and that's in part because I don't like the... I haven't been liking the second half as much as the first half. I've just been into it quite a bit recently because I'm rewatching it. And there are things I really do love about it. Oh, I have to talk to her? That's right, I have to pay. Just because I used so much FP in that fight. This kind of sucks though. This is a different thing I wish that they would tackle in the remake, where Vivian, you get like somebody that has fire abilities, and literally the next place it's like not great for her abilities so far. Really? I remember talking to you about My Hero Academia a while back. Well, you know, maybe you just... Maybe, you know, it's not you, it's them. It's not us, okay, Sensei? No way. This theme does sound fun. Just in case. I can hit all of them. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot my X and Y's get mixed up. I'm sorry. Oh, they'll burn. They'll burn. It's fine. Can make her do it again. Yeah. Both, you know, funny enough, both My Hero Academia and One Piece have a problem with that. Oda does not want to kill off characters, and it has really been showing. These guys do give a lot of XP. I'm actually more concerned that I'm not the proper level for this. Well, okay. You know what? To be fair though, like, let's think about Marvel, right? Marvel and comic books have always had ways to bring people back all the time. We'll get to this in a minute. You know, warning spoilers. But this was like in Marvel comics, when you literally have gods of death around and they're like sometimes your allies and stuff like that, it's kind of understandable that some people can come back. It's kind of like in a D&D campaign. It's established that high-level people in this world can bring people back to life. So it's not outlandish, right? It isn't, it's like a normal thing in this world. It's been established. In One Piece, it is not established that way. In One Piece, in My Hero, they keep trying to be like, oh, this is like the last thing, you know, this is the final boss, this is whatever. And then they like just can't, you know, they just can't do it. They just don't commit to killing them, and they bring out assholes that doesn't fit within the world that they established. One Piece has already always had this problem because early on, this is a spoiler, but I will not, and everyone knows, but I will not say which arc it is. There's a character that literally flies a nuke into the air and is like exploded in this nuke to save his people, and it was a wonderful sacrifice. It was, you know, very honorable. And for whatever reason, Oda brought him back to life. Like, no reason to do it, he just did. I'm gonna pick up this fruit again. And it was like, it was a complete side character. There was no point in keeping him alive. He is not important to the plot whatsoever, okay? And Oda just didn't want to kill him. Yeah, do you remember him? And then you get to another arc, and there's this god person, like somebody claiming that they're a god, and he is like killing people left and right. He is smiting them, like in a literal sense. And these people like get up and they're fine at the end of the arc. And one of them wasn't even like a combatant that he smited. It was like a normal mechanic guy, like makes bikes at his shop, civilian, got smited and he was fine. Who was the guy that Zoro supposedly killed? I don't even know that one. Head rattle, okay. And just like by the time of after time skip, it becomes much more of an issue because the characters that they're fighting. Oh, Mr. One? Yeah, I don't know why Mr. One's still alive either. Yeah, I remember him. I legitimately was talking, I think with my dad about that. I was like, oh, he's alive? Like, I've seen One Piece probably multiple times now, and I didn't remember he was alive because it doesn't matter. I think in the only sense in that matters is that they needed the dice fruit for the other thing later on. You know, the guy that is trying to make artificial devil fruits, wink wink, nudge nudge, you know that storyline? I think that's like the only reason to keep him alive. And even then, it's a stretch to think that Oda thought of that at that point. Or a little bit. Anyways, where was I? You know, there's the fake. It becomes a problem after the time skip. Because after the time skip, they're finally fighting people that are legitimately the superpowers of their world. There should be a greater sense of struggle and loss, and you can't just have people, you know, be okay after being smited anymore. You know, you really can't have that because it ruins the villain's strength. You know, I'm not afraid of this person. If Luffy can just like, if a civilian could just take a blow and be like, I'm cool, or you know, it ruins that. And then oh, it's a dried mushroom, whatever. In Wano, it's especially egregious. One, because the villain of that arc is supposed to be the strongest person physically in the world. Like, it's supposed to be a big bad. And 1 second, I gotta pay attention. There we go. And they just have like these people that really shouldn't survive these situations survive. Hi, Richard. This is the SpongeBob chapter? You're giving me hope. Yes, hopefully I won't. I mean, I feel like Kaido should definitely be dead. But Oda has specifically stated that Luffy does not kill his enemies, which Kaido was the one fighting Luffy. And so I still think that there could be a, you know, return, unfortunately. I don't have, you know, a lot of faith in that, if you will. Big Mom is so ruined at this point, though. She was introduced as a villain that had, like, was manipulating her children and had a great, like, underground criminal network and a ton of stuff like that. And just, like, you get to Wano and she's a joke. They just, like, completely ruin her. And I didn't even like in Whole Cake where I was like, okay, this is an arc about Big Mom. And then they forked it off to her son instead. I didn't appreciate that at all. They basically made her a walking MacGuffin at the end of like one of her own arcs because she just can't control herself because women are like that. She can't control her hunger, okay? I like her backstory. I don't like how she is portrayed currently. Her backstory, like, this is a problem I have with katakuris too, okay? This thing happened in the past. It certainly defined how they are now, which is why we are seeing it. However, it has also been like 40 years since this happened. Oh, hi Jess. What do I want? I'll come down and figure that out. Sorry about that, one sec. Oh my god, Jess, you're amazing. So, are you concerned with spoilers, Richard, for this series? She can't control her hunger. That is true. I probably should have put that guy to sleep. Okay. Okay. So, the character Big Mom is quite childlike. She cannot control her hunger. Or at least she is depicted often as being a bit childlike despite her age. Let me, because it has been a while, I will pull up to make sure, but she, ate her own mother. She was born really, really strong, and, nobody was, like, able to deal with her. Like, her parents were scared of her because she was born so immensely strong. And she was given to an orphanage, and she ate the lady of the orphanage, which was her adopted mother, at some point. And she doesn't know that she ate her own mother. She blacked out and did it. Yeah. And so the idea is that they're scared of her hunger pains. Oh no, I'm not. I came back over here because I need to go downstairs to get some food soon. And I'm trying to explain this. No, in Wano though. So it's explained in her backstory that she has hunger pains and stuff like that. And I didn't appreciate though. It makes sense for her, but what I don't appreciate is that Oda has very few female villains in his cast, and almost all of them are like driven by or make mistakes from emotional shit. Khalifa early on, she's an early on, was described as being ditzy despite her being a spy. Perona was awesome, but also she is like very cutesy, and she also let her fears, you know, control her a lot in terms of her fight with Usopp. And to be clear, Usopp and Perona's fight is one of my favorites, but I'm just saying that there's a pattern of Oda having a female villain, and then during the fight, or during her arc, it is just all about emotion. It is just all about, like, I get lost in my hunger pains. I am so scared of this person, I'm going to run away. I am ditzy and so I wasn't expecting this despite being a spy. And it's just like a repetitive problem, if you will. It's not necessarily a problem with her. But in Wano, you get Big Mom again, and they make her briefly have amnesia because, you know, having the two villains talk to each other that soon would possibly give them problems. Her crew is sidelined in favor of Kaido's, kind of, you know? They just fought her crew. We have no idea what happened to the male main villain, her son, in the Whole Cake arc in Wano, despite the fact that he should probably be there, or there should be some explanation, like someone would be wondering where he is. There's just so much here. I am going to come back if there's any questions on how I feel about it, but I'm gonna come back. I'm going to just go eat a little bit. I'm back. Okay. Now there's two things with this particular Paper Mario level. Is one, I remember as a kid I got stuck on chapter 5 because I didn't have something, like I either wasn't leveled enough, I didn't have enough items or something when I finally faced the boss. And so now I'm like paranoid. I do read Chainsaw Man. I don't read it online though. I really like Chainsaw Man, so I wait till it comes out in the US to buy and read. So I might not be as caught up on Chainsaw Man as perhaps others are. Oh, nice. Ah, yeah, that's right. She doesn't have the spike resistance, though. Give out. Oops. Not because I'm wondering, because I have so many thoughts about like Big Mom and things about how she's portrayed that just irk me a little bit. I've been wondering if I should just make a couple videos on those or not, but it doesn't necessarily follow the video game aspect of this channel. I don't know. Yeah. Everyone's got their stuff. And then, like O'Hara, you get blown up by the community if you have an opinion that doesn't fit theirs. SJ says, oh, okay. That a... I was like, is that another YouTuber? I thought for some reason in my mind, I just like assumed that was a manga subscription thing because we were kind of talking about reading different manga. Here we are. Yeah, sometimes you can overlook what you read. It happens to all of us. I would say another, let's see. Yes. Have you seen Melon Tree's One Piece content on YouTube? I think sometimes Melon Tree is a little generous to Oda in certain aspects, but overall I think she does really nice analysis on the story of One Piece. Well, yeah. That's the deep dive analysis that you've been looking for. Is this like a... Oh, wait. Well, I would have missed that star piece otherwise. That's good. Oh, wait a second. How do I get up there? Oopsies. Oh, is it that block? Yeah, sometimes because it's such a long series, you forget about certain smaller interactions throughout it. And I appreciate that with Oda, he does not as explicitly state in other animes like how a character is feeling all the time. I can't hop over like that. I can't tell if some of these walls, they just like, I think that it's just the style of the rock, but some of it just looks flimsy. But like, when you watch, especially early on in One Piece, there'll be stuff with, say, Zoro's character where he'll struggle in a fight. And so the next time you see him, instead of like patiently waiting for his injuries to heal, he's training. And that's because he's anxious that he isn't strong enough. And just, you know, minor interactions like that that don't need like the author to be like just explicitly being like, oh no, I am not strong enough, I must do this or whatever. It's like really nice. I am upset because of this, so I will do this, and I feel like there's something about this little spot here. I'm assuming she means that up there. Where am I in One Piece? I had just started some of the, I got some of Kuma's backstory, and I got through, like, I feel like the first, I haven't seen the end of Egghead, but I got through a bit of Egghead, basically. I feel like I'm missing something super obvious. What am I doing? And I had some issues with Egghead because of certain things. Like, so Frankie's, this is going back to Frankie. Frankie's whole arc is, like, that is in Ines Lobby, that's early on, is kind of about learning the responsibility of making weapons, because he's a weapon manufacturer, while also retaining the pride of creating, you know, his weapons. And it's a really good arc. But that's basically Frankie's whole deal, is that you have to love your weapons, but you also have to be responsible for them and make sure that they don't get into the wrong hands. And they meet a scientist in the Egghead arc, and it's it's like the scientist is like, I needed money for my stuff, so I joined up with the very corrupt group of people, even though I knew that they were corrupt. And I have also been providing them weapons, and I have like the scientist Vegapunk is like a net negative. I feel for most people it is. He's like really not a good person. And I felt that Frankie would also have issues with, like, outside of weapon responsibility and other stuff, at like a minimum level, I felt like Frankie would at least have issue with the fact that Vegapunk is a perfectionist. So Vegapunk will toss out experiments or not be happy with experiments if they aren't exactly as he wanted to make them. And that goes against the idea of loving all of your creations that is with Frankie. Do you see what I mean? It's Frankie, while admiring some of his blueprints previously, upon meeting him as a person, he probably shouldn't like him as much. They should probably argue a bit more. The other issue I had is in terms of Vegapunk making questionable or bad decisions, is that Vegapunk has child soldiers, and these child soldiers are made for the corrupt body that he is receiving funding from. And Nami, who loves children, is not like furious at him for this. And I feel like even Luffy should be mad at him for this, because the child soldiers are made in the images of some of his friends. Okay? They're made in the images of people that he cares about. And some of these people have been very directly oppressed by the world government. And so it's like he is making a version of his friends do something that they would never do otherwise. It's like very gross on many levels, right? And I feel like there should be a lot more problems, arguments, questions, hard questions during the arc. But it's keeping the same goofy theme, and it isn't fitting, like, whatsoever. Now, I'm aware that certain things start to get a bit darker with the Elder appearing within the arc, but I still do not think that is enough to excuse the lack of concern from the crew to Vegapunk. Sorry if you heard my dog, and sorry I'm ranting so much about that. Okay, let me... Oh, okay. I do have to find a way across that. Oh, star piece! Oh, fall off the edge of the world! I feel fine about Nika. People think just because I have issues with certain things that I have issues with everything. No, I'm completely fine about Nika, by the way. Nika is just an embodiment of who Luffy is. It's literally it. Luffy is Joy Boy or Nika, that's fine with me. I know some people have a problem with it because they're like, they think that it somehow fills a the prophecy, the chosen kind of storyline. But okay, or how should I put this? They think that Luffy is like this person that built themselves up from nothing. But that has never necessarily been true because Luffy is literally the grandson of like a Marine Vice Admiral, a war hero. He is the brother of another very powerful person. He has another brother that is a very powerful person. He isn't like Naruto, where he was set up just to be this boy that got put in a bad situation. You know, he was always something, and even people that like talked to him were like, he's just like Roger, you know? Roger, who's one of the most important people in the world of One Piece, okay? He was never... I don't think Luffy was ever meant to be the underdog, truly, if you look at it from that writing perspective. And most people that I see that are upset with Nika are like, it's in part that it's like... Oops. It's just them being mad that Luffy didn't, you know, wasn't a nobody, that built himself up from nothing. And I'm like, not really true. I'm not paying attention, I need to. Took too long. Yeah, I have no issues about what Vegapunk said about Joy Boy or yeah. I just thought I'd bring up that too. It's just that I noticed that people that are upset with it are kind of like that. And I do understand and respect that Oda wants to keep his story as kind of goofy, you know? But at the same time, you can't try to do serious themes. Well, yeah, that was earlier on, wasn't it? They spoiler for this. Robin friend was still alive, which is also an instance of somebody who should have definitely died is alive. And Vegapunk led them to like a different room and started talking about it, right? The last 6 months has been me looking at old One Piece, okay? So I was like starting to read and watch about Egghead, and then like my dad wanted to watch. Okay, what am I missing here? I think if anyone else is still watching after my rants, what am I missing here? I'm missing something here. Was that a block? Yes, okay. There we go. Thank you, Antonio. Oh shoot, not too far back. Oh, a bigger bombshell. Okay, yeah, I haven't gotten that full thing yet. I'll probably say now though that it probably won't be a problem for me because like I've mentioned I don't really mind. Oh, I need to ground pound that. Oh shoot. Okay, I need to go over here. Sorry for any spoilers you're getting, Antonio, throughout this. If they are unwanted ones. Is an invisible block that you can reveal with your spin hammer move? Interesting. Oh, shoot. Yeah, Robin's friend still being alive is actually crazy. That should not happen at all. For many reasons. I think a thing I was realizing after the time skip too was that before time skip it feels like you were learning alongside the crew about things that are going on, and then because Oda wants to keep things purposely obscured, he like won't allow some dialogue where it probably should be. But at the... I mean, it's fine. I think I've tried to explain this before, but if your story is reliant on a reveal or a twist to be good, then it's probably not that great anyways. Aokiji? Okay. I'll come back to this in a minute. Is that I don't mind if you want to spoil stuff. Because to me, if it's a good story, I'm gonna like it anyways. I read a lot of different books and whatnot, and so I tend to either be able to predict the twist before it happens, or I already know about the twist. Well, yes, I know he didn't kill them. That's not the... Okay, that's not necessarily the issue, okay? I didn't mean that Aokiji directly killing Saul is something that was required for that arc. It's more that Saul was frozen solid on an island that got nuked to all shit. Okay? To me, it's like the Birdman flying up into the sky and blowing up with a nuke and surviving, okay? It's just not a scenario where he should probably survive. I assume they'll explain more about it and there'll be a reunion or whatever. I also think that for Robin's story, it's... Robin's story is that she is the sole survivor of this island. Everyone else died. No one let anyone else escape. She only escaped because of Aokiji. Okay? They never do. Okay, even better. Okay, so this is the Oda thing. But it's oh god. And in an earlier, because I'm watching early One Piece, when Luffy and Robin were frozen solid by this person, they had to be slowly thawed out. Okay? Chopper was very specific that if you tried to thaw them out quickly, the shock on their bodies would kill them. Right? So just the idea that, like, man, this nuke really cooked me off. I'm good now or whatever. Like, it's crazy. It's so stupid. It messes with her story. It isn't needed. We loved that character anyways, you know. Sorry, let me get back to these cursed ghosts. Blast it all. By blubbery's blotches, is that Mario over there? You're alive, old boy. I guess he's going Scottish. Right, you came just in the nick of time. Get these two out of here this instant. What about you, Admiral? You gotta get out of here too. Just leave it to me, eh? I'll keep these ghouls busy while you get out of here. Flee, that's an order. Let me do what I must do. Now away with you. What a man. Well, Bobbery here thinks it's the right thing to do, so what are we waiting for? No, I gotta go back for him! I feel like I was gonna say something else, but it's slipping my mind now. Like outside of Aokiji before this, but whatever. Oh, Bobbery, please forgive our cowardice. Well, we up and left you and everything was happening so quickly. Forgive us. Honey, excuse me. I better be going also. And hey, you! Out there looking at the screen, yeah, I'm talking to you! Maybe pretty obvious to you who I really am, but no telling Mario, or else! Oh! Another thing in this Paper Mario game, going back to Paper Mario a little bit, is that Vivian is now confirmed to be trans, while as it was implied in the original. Looking at the screen, has that guy lost it or what? I mean, she can't do anything with the fire people, but... What? Yes! That's a good badge, that's a good badge. No! What can I get rid of? No, I need those two. I don't think I've ever used Piercing Blow. Oh my god, there's another set of yeah. Okay. Yeah, I assume that we're finally gonna get more stuff about the Void Sentry. Oh, that was what I was gonna say. Is that before time skip, it felt like we were learning with the crew as things went on, and then after time skip, it kind of like paused on that. And like, I wish that I could. I don't know. I wish that I could read what Robin read about Poseidon in the apology letter thing. You know, or. Because we didn't really get as much, we don't get as much detail on that stuff or mention of it. I know that after Egghead they go to Elbath finally, which is another place that's been teased at since forever. Oh, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say there's another One Piece channel that basically does, like, from different people's perspectives. Yeah, is this guy, I think. Yeah, Mugiwara no Goofy. This other channel, so the Melon Tree one is good for analysis, although it can be generous to Oda at times. But the Mugiwara no Goofy channel is just different arcs from like different characters' perspectives, and it's really funny thinking about Luffy and like seeing Luffy from other people's perspectives. So this is how the Legend of the Sea meets its end, eh? It's like Legend of the Sea, I'm hitting every tree around here. Got him! Oh man, that did... What's the point of my ice? Heal. Which three stories? You mean just like Poseidon enjoy playing that kind of stuff? How should I put this? I feel like at this point in the story, we shouldn't have as much like... We have so many questions from the start of the story, like the Will of D, that still aren't answered. Yeah, Pluton, Poseidon, and Uranus? No, Mario, old boy. Oh hell. Wait, he's Scottish. I guess these blokes got me a bit better than I thought. Mario, please hear my last request. I must thank you for taking me out to sea one last time. But there is one thing I need to do before I go to my rest. Chaka-cola cola. What? His last words. I was saving that one bottle, my last memory of Scarlet, to celebrate reaching here. I saw it amongst the floatsmen drifting towards the island, but it must be somewhere. If I might have one sip before my final voyage. It's me, that Chaka-cola boy. Okay. I assume I'm continuing this way. Maybe? I can't swim. Oh, I'm not gonna immediately drown though. That's good. Ah, this needs the... Yeah, exactly. I don't think fans should have to wait over 1,000 episodes to get that question answered. And I can't blame some people for being tired of it. Do you know what I mean? Can I climb that? Guess I need the eye from the guy. Like, I was so excited that Doflamingo shared some information about the Celestial Dragons. We've been waiting so long to get more info on that. So long. Oh, no! Well, I figure that they're connected. Oops. I'm like trying to impatiently wait to see more from you, but also... Okay. Put the little guy asleep. shoot. Well, we still have to... We have to get back to, Fishman Island at some point. Because the lady had a prediction that Luffy would somehow be in part responsible for the destruction of it. I wonder though if what she saw... I think it's still like a Luffy thing because she's only established to see the future. But it could also be that I wonder if Joy Boy did anything to the island in the past. Yeah, it's more XP. Yeah. Jaya and Skypea. Oops. It might not hit me. I knew it was the incorrect one, but I still hit it anyways. There we go. Me remember how? Remember I'm just re-watching it. Oh, okay. I remember. What happens if they have no FP to drain? But he can't get any FP from someone who doesn't have it. There we go. No! The wrong button. They steal HP too if there's nothing to drain. Well, no, the second one had the flower for FP. So some places actually sank, which makes sense because the world mostly consists of islands and it's weird about the lack of landmass there. It's always been weird. But, okay. Here's the thing though. In terms of thinking, like, going back to also the trying to get an answer for the initial questions that you have in One Piece, is that, like, it's not necessarily an initial question because it could just be how the world is, as it sometimes is in fantasy genres, but if someone wanted to world build or think about it, I think like this doesn't shock me because it's like, yeah, it probably makes sense if there was some like Earth that sunk because everything's an island now for some reason, you know? And everything else is similar. It's like you're confirming something and you're giving an answer, but you're not really, because most people would already start to assume that if you're going into theory crafting or world building or thinking about it. Does that make sense? And perhaps it's a little harsh, but but I'm trying to... It's something I've just noticed with a lot of people is they have frustration with this topic. With feeling like Oda withholds a little bit too much until later. That you shouldn't have to wait so long. Once again though, also Toei's fault for extending the anime to insane lengths. Ah, you are still alive. Well, we have some fortune left. Such relief for Flavio. I thought some jungle beast was snacking on you while everyone is accounted for. Now, wait one moment. Am I wrong? Or are we still one man short? That's right! Bobbery sacrificed himself for us ghosts. Yeah, I think it's because Oda is just focusing on other things that he isn't answering that, you know? I think it's not like an intentional... I think a lot of things in One Piece where I have issues or where other people have issues are normally things where I don't think that the author intentionally did this most of the time, but he did, and it's starting to stack up. Please, we gotta go back and want to help him. When lunacy bursts forth from your mouth, the Admiral lives. What fortitude! Mario, front and center, I entrust you with the mission to save our dear Admiral. What is it you say? Coca-Cola, why would I have that? But yes, by the way, Flavio is very curious. What do you need it for? What now? The Admiral may soon perish and he wants to drink it as his last wish. So what are we dealing with? Here's a sort of last request, am I correct? Well, Flavio has no choice. I found it on the beach, but for this noble cause, I yield. However, the Coca-Cola is a part of our supplies, which we need to survive. So I will need you to find something to eat to replace this. On this, I do not budge. Yes. I'm sure there's something on this island that would be a suitable replacement. Wouldn't, I really don't want to give him this, but it's the only thing I could think of from the island. Oh. Well, okay. Is it one of the many melons I've picked up? Probably in storage. Like, most things that I felt like are unintentional. Purposely bringing back certain people, though, is a problem. And that remains a problem. And it will always be a problem, apparently. How picky Flavio is. I gave him something from the island. Well now, what have we here? It is a desert island chic. But mangoes do not agree with Flavio, so mangoes are wrong. Try again if you please. Oh, fuck you. Stupid Flavio. What if I make it into something? Is there anyone here that cooks? I slip it into his food, make him take it. Like, you know how a kid thinks that they don't like something, and then you... Oh dear, okay. Okay. The coconut. Do I have the coconut? I don't think I have a coconut in here. Do I need to go back to the coconut tree? I'm assuming, is Bobbery next to a coconut tree? Yeah, I've heard some theories about the Lunarians being from the moon and the original oppressors. Which the Earth fought against. Okay. Have a good time, Sensei. I'm thinking about ending soon too. I've been like talking so much today, my voice is starting to get a little... I want to at least find him the coconut before leaving off. It's my goal at the moment. I'm sorry if you felt left out at all, Antonio. It's not my intention. It's just nice to see Sensei again. Oh! Well, I got that useless thing. Where did it... The gradual syrup I don't really care for. Oh shoot, I'm probably gonna need to drop it anyways because the... Coconut? How do I get back there? Do I have to drop in the middle of the bridge? No. Do I have to go down this way? Okay. And then presumably... Okay. This misery. Why? I'm probably never gonna use the Volt Mushroom. Right? That's probably the best. Maybe keep the Volt Mushroom or the Dizzy Dial? I don't know. Let's just keep going. Okay. Darn. The fire hammer might be more useful during this one. We got this, we got this, we're gonna Oh, I haven't said much yet. I was going to at least get him the coconut before finishing off. My voice is starting to get a little scratchy. Maybe I just need a drink. Let's see what happens when we give him the coconut. Scooch! Ah! No! Trying to get through this quicker. Alright. Nope. Swallow him. There we go. Have you read or watched Apothecary Diaries? That is another series that I'm watching right now. Okay, so I'm able to get my dad into anime fairly easily, but I am not able to get my mom into anime very easily, and I've been able to get my mom into Apothecary Diaries. So... It's I think it's a really good series. The main girl, the main female lead, the main character is like one of my favorite just main characters across most anime. I really enjoy her. Aha! A coconut, is it not? Well, that is island fare, but somewhat cliched. Well, perhaps I've set my hopes too high for a foraging non-gourmet such as you. Well, here you go. Take my Coca-Cola and give my regards to the Admiral. Hmm? Oh, that's not it. Yeah, so something funny about that anime is that it is pretty apparent that it is loosely based on China, but they can't openly say it, so there's always a disclaimer at the start of it. So the series is about how should I put this? It mainly follows her, and it's kind of about the concubines and the political situation within that time period. And the main girl is really useful to the concubines and the other characters because her knowledge of medicine and poisons allows them to uncover a lot of the underhanded political plots or other things that are going on. Oh, that distinctive book. Okay, can I even do this guy? Ah, the distinctive bouquet, you brought it! Ah, this glorious flavor, dear boy! It awakens the mouth. So the sea was generous enough to have delivered me this one last grace, eh? I have nothing left in this world now. Thank you for granting my last wish. Now I shall be reunited with my dear Scarlet. Farewell, Captain Mario. Mario, I think that Bobby's just sleeping after all that. But, sorry, the girl in the show is obviously, the apothecary, you know, that knows about the medicine and poisons. And she, works within, or she helps the local brothels, before she ends up helping out the concubines. And there's a whole, like, just not to say too much, is whole thing with that situation. She is of she would be considered of lower class, so she has a different opinion of most of the concubine or other high class people she ends up surrounded with, because she knows, you know, she's like, some noble people can kind of be naive when it comes to these sort of things, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure of it actually. I was so sad for him. Wake him awake, will you? Or whack him awake. Oh, what were you pirates? Are those pirates? Poor Bobbery, he's still pretty shaken up. What now? Oh, Mario, old boy, it's you! You have adventures in the afterlife as well. Capital! I have I mean, I have a nephew that loves Pup Patrol. This is like the only thing. He loves dogs. And kids just be like that. They get tunnel vision. But Bobbery, you're not in the afterlife. You're alive and well. Yes, well, really? Isn't it a tropical paradise for fallen sailors? Alright. Now I recall, Mario, old boy, we still have work to do. You'd better take me with you, I should say. Are you watching or reading Ichigo? Unless that's a different series. I'm sure my sea legs and explosive personality will be rather useful, eh? Okay, so I could just... Yeah, here we go. What is itchy? I don't know. Is it Itchy the Witch? There's so many Itchies actually. Itchy the Witch, the Itchy, Itchy the Killer. I see, so it must be Itchy the Witch. Sounds neat, maybe I can check that one out. Yeah, we're fine here. I say, this rock looks like a fiendish grinning skull. There's a spot you can insert something. I feel certain we've seen something that same shape as this indentation, but I can't bring it to my mind. Blast it! I got him. Tried to best me. Yeah, I saw something when I was just looking up Itchy that it said it was destroying in Japan right now. But it's crazy to break One Piece records. One Piece is absolutely insane. I wonder how true that is though. I need to check that. Let's see that article. Aha! I got that one. Oh, shoot. He did the knobbing. Interesting. Will the bombs go off? How many rounds does it take? Shoot. Didn't time that one quite right. Huh, okay. Maybe I could check it out then. I just like witchy stuff in general, so it's not too hard to get me into a witch show. Darn. I have not. I've been because I had to study it, I've been more so reading English and British literature recently. Okay. Serialized. Oh, it also looks like it's a more recent one. 2020 to 2023. Yeah. Now, if you want to ask me about Shakespeare sonnets or Here we go. Can you tell me more about that series? I can see it over here, but I just got like the wiki thing for it. Sell it to me, let me know. No, the Muscle, Magic, and Muscles? I guess you could tell me about Itchy too. Because I'm curious about both of them. You're telling me there's witches? Wrong timing again. Oh, you're fine, Bombery. Here, let me do this. Alright, I can't upgrade Bombery either until we leave. That's kind of nasty. I wanted to have him out during this arc, but I'll still try to, I'm just thinking. You said it was a male witch? I see, okay. The non-magical and the magical world. Okay, Z's. Ah, it's Bobbery. Welcome back to you. Do you know how worried we were? My stomach has been most upset. I must worry about everyone here, but who worries for Flavio? No one. Do you know how hard that is for me to sit here in safety and worry so much? I do not know what is out there waiting for me to lurch in and snack upon me. We do not even know how to get home. For the sake of the blue briny sea. But no more yelling, now is the time to pull together and work as a team! I'm getting that, Flavio, old boy, I must say, you talk rather too much. Such insolence, I growl at you like an angry jungle beast I ought to. So in any case, Mario, about that crystal star you spoke of earlier. There was a rather odd rock in the far east of the jungle with a skull carved into it. Called it an old sea bomb's intuition, but that skull rock smells suspicious. Hey, Bombery. Bobbery. I keep saying bombery, and that's not right. Bobbery. You want to know what smells really suspicious? Flavio's armpit? Always smelled like a low tide, but seriously. Maybe onto something with that skull rock. I say where that treasure is. Well, anyone could figure that out, you mutinous joker. I mean, how obvious. I was already saying that in my head, that the treasure is certainly behind that rock. And as such, I will continue the noble duty of protecting this camp from invasion. Captain Mario, carry on. I'm so sorry to make so many requests, but you know. Flavio, you old cash grubber. If you want treasure, why don't you go get it yourself? Oh, well, yes, Emerald, you see, Well, yes, you have a point. Let us decide this fair and square, shall we? Listen to me, everyone. Who thinks I should go along to investigate the Skull Rock? Have fun out there, too. There you have it, Flavio. Fair and square, eh, what? No, not fair. Flavio hates you all. Yeah, that kinda... So it's kinda... I noticed that it's a thing to have the non-magical person in a magical world. But, if you ever played the Dragon Age series, which is a series I'm thinking about playing on this channel again. It's an old one. An older one that I enjoy. I'm getting tired. In that series, mages are actually the ones that are on the back foot. Like, because they could summon demons and stuff, people are scared of them. And they get locked away and separated from their families and stuff like that. And it's bad. Okay. That's fair. I was trying to wonder how I could also explain Apothecary Diaries without like giving any spoilers for it. I think the one thing that I can mention about it that I haven't already is that the Apothecary Diaries somewhat functions as a mystery. There's normally one overarching mystery throughout the chapter, or I mean throughout the season, or the, you know, the set, but there's little mysteries that they are solving like each episode, pretty much. Now what is all this? A dead end taunting Flavio with its dead-endness. Is this? I think this is a skull rock Bobbery blathered about. Oh, it's positively reeks of ancient secrets. Yes, let's plunge into this puzzle. It just needs the rock from you. Can I have Miss Mouse steal from him? What is it you ask of me? You want Flavio to lend you something, is this correct? Now what could I possibly have that you would need with such anxiousness? What? You want me to lend you the skull gem? You really, really need it. This is the heirloom of the House of Flavio, you know. But I suppose it is alright, because I am Flavio, he of such ludicrous wealth. I'm just lending it, though. Do not dare run off with it. Do not make me dock pay. He's paying me? I wonder how many others are like, you're getting paid? Ah. No. Wrong. Darn it. I can't speak on that one yet, yeah. Does this work on them? It does! Interesting. You could keep him following you for that long? That's wild. Wrong timing again. Hey, you were sleeping. Mario's foot can even put fire to sleep, I'll have you know. I suppose maybe this is being also brought up because of my comments for Big Mom earlier. And I feel like I should do a full essay describing this because it can be somewhat of a complicated or it can be misconstrued topic. But I think while the One Piece women have much greater backstories and personalities and whatnot than other mediums of of anime and entertainment in there, they are overly sexualized in quite a couple different ways. And some of their stories do kind of... Come on, I gotta time this right. I feel like Nami gets some of the worst of it. Okay, wait a sec. How do I... Am I not doing something right? Okay. I think I need to time that. Wait, did that even do anything to the top of this? No, it didn't. Great. Okay, so that's wrong. Hitting that other one is wrong. I don't want to leave this, but I'm also getting really tired today. I'm not sure. Is there a save block anywhere over here? Oh, okay. So that was yes. Yes. Okay, I have to hit that 3 times? Both idiots but strong. Wonderful. Have you... What was I gonna say? Something about... Oh, never mind. I think it was actually something about Critical Role, but it's slipping my mind at the moment. Critical Role's third campaign has finally ended, though. If anyone has feelings on that. I'm honestly getting a lot of XP from these guys, and there's a block to get my HP back up over there, so... Messing this up might not be too bad. 3? Okay. Okay. 3? No. Okay. Okay. I was correct in that. Oh, I don't know where his little treasure thing went. Oh, such excitement! The cave entrance! Huh? What? My skull gem! Mario, what were you thinking? That gem was a part of the House of Flavio! There you go. Oh, what a happy day! My skull gem is back! My jolliness has no end! Oh, I do love nonchalant funny stuff. Annie, in Apothecary Diaries, the character is rather aloof. Like the main girl, the apothecary, is rather aloof and nonplussed and more nonchalant. Really makes some of the humor fit better. Now then, I'm sure you're all disappointed, but Flavio must be heading back now. I cannot let those back at camp worry about me further. You two understand, yes? So let me know when you find that glittery treasure, alright? Please be a safe block. Scoffing at danger, my brave explorers entered the cave. Will they actually find the Pirate King's treasure? I tremble with anticipation. Oh, this is a different look. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this got offset. Yeah, about 3 hours now. I am going to call today, I think. But it's been so good talking again today. So good to see you again, Sensei. Let's see, when's... I will definitely be back on Monday. But let's see. I might do one this weekend, but I'll definitely be back this Monday with more Paper Mario. And I will see everyone then. It's been such a good one today. And I'll see ya. Bye!